Hey y'all, it's your girl Ahava, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be cleaning up this Dieffenbachia that I recently picked up for my birthday. This pot has several plants in the one pot, and so I'll be dividing them into I think two different pots for now, and we'll go from there. So it's a Dieffenbachia Camille, and they are definitely juveniles. A lot of plants, smaller plants growing out on the side here. So this is going to yield a lot of plants, a lot of big plants in the future. But I'll separate them out into two different pots for now, and we'll go from there. I'll be potting them in these clay pots that I picked up from Home Depot. The saucers, and they don't have holes in them yet, so I'll be breaking through that circle there with a tool, a hammer or something. All right, so that's that. And look at this beauty. I picked up a Norfolk pine, one of my wish list plants. Got it for my birthday. Thank you, hubby. So yes, I'll be repotting this also into a bigger pot, into this here. Right, so once I put it in this, it's not going to need to be repotted for a while, for a long while, or a couple of years at the least. All right. Okay. And I also picked up this pot of string of turtles. It's so cute, but I can't wait for this to grow long and viney. All right, so these were my birthday gifts. I'm happy. All right, so let's get started. Oh, and I got a lot of advice after my calathea video about what kind of water or how to treat the water for my calathea so that the edges don't crisp up. So I picked up this water conditioner. It's an aquarium water conditioner to help soften the water so that it doesn't, the chemicals within the water or tap water doesn't burn or damage the calathea leaves, the sensitive calathea leaves. So this is a save. Thank you for everybody who suggested this. All right, so I picked this up from Walmart and it was about $16 plus tax, Canadian dollars. All right, thank you. All right, so I got a hammer and I'm gonna make a hole in these pots here. Yana, I'm recording a video. What is that? I'm recording a video. Go back and you guys stop screaming. It's a hammer. Okay. It's a hammer. Okay, go. Shut the door, please. Thank you. Okay, so these pots are for my Dieffenbachia. Okay, so let's see. It's working. All right, that's good enough. All right. All right, so here I have some potting mix with about 50% perlite added to it. And to that, I'll be adding some cactus, palm, and succulent potting mixture. So I'm just gonna mix this up. This is gonna make it nice and airy, hydrating, but will still retain some of that moisture, a lot of the moisture of the water. Ooh, look at the roots on this. Nice and healthy roots. Beautiful. So I'm going to split this right down this half right here. Good. Wow. Beautiful roots. Over here. Very nice. I feel like I could keep going in dividing these, but I'm just going to leave it at that for now. Let's see. Actually, this might be too small. I want to see what this looks like under here. Yeah, I think this is one. These plants here, these smaller ones, are from this mother plant here. And then same for this. This is the mother plant, and these smaller plants are going off of the one plant. Right? So I don't know. I think these need a bigger, they need bigger pots. Maybe I could just use this for now. I'll try back next year and check to see how they're growing. And I'll just up the pots, up the size of the pot at that point in time. But this will do for now. All right. Whoops, I didn't put my filter, the hole blocker thing in here. Okay. That might actually be too big. Cut it into half. Yeah, so I had a pretty big budget to spend today on the plants, on my birthday plants, but I decided to go modest today. I didn't want to spend too much. Well, not that I didn't want to spend too much. I didn't want to bring too many plants into the space, because the space is pretty limited. So I only spent on a few plants today, and I'm pretty happy with my purchases or my purchase. Two years ago, if I had been given $150 to spend on my plants, I would have come home with maybe like five to seven plants. But today, we were just being modest. All right. Let's see. This might need to go down a little bit. That soil here. Yeah. I think this is good. Yeah. This is good enough. And then here's my other pot. Here you go. Okay, so I'll put this on the bottom. So that I don't lose too much soil when I water. There we go. Now I did do some research on these two plants that I've purchased. It's best to do your research on the plants that you decide to bring home before you bring them home, preferably to know which conditions would be best suited for them or which conditions they grow best in. But the Dieffenbachia is best grown as an indoor plant in bright, indirect sunlight. They do well in shady conditions, but these plants do appreciate bright light during the winter months. During the growing season, the plant prefers dappled shade and indirect light. You should plant it in fertile, well-drained potting soil with a high peat content, as they are prone to getting root rot. Therefore, avoid leaving it in soggy soil for an extended period of time. As a tropical plant, it will do best in high humidity. Allow the top 2 inches of the potting soil to dry out completely before watering thoroughly so that the moisture drains through the bottom of the pot. One more important detail about a Dieffenbachia is that it is highly toxic to humans, dogs, and cats. The plant contains toxins in all of its parts, its leaves, its roots, its sap, and if it is ingested or if it comes in contact to your face or your skin, it can inhibit speech by numbing the vocal cords. This is why they call the Dieffenbachia a dumb cane. These plants are pretty similar to the Aglaonema, the Silver Bay Aglaonema that I have, so I don't think I'm going to have much of an issue caring for them, and I'm actually pretty excited to see how these plants grow. Alright, so here, here it is. Beautiful. I'm just picking off some of the dried parts. Alright, so I'll clean up the leaves later on this one here. So that's one. This is the second one. I think I'm going to clean this up a little before I plant it in. A lot of dried parts here. Alright, so it's looking good just now. It's looking good. It's looking good. Alright, so in it goes. Get all the roots in there. And fill it in with soil. to really, I'm so excited about these. I'm gonna have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 14 individual plants at the end of all this. Not at the end of all this, but I mean like in the end, this will yield about 14 plants, basically. That's exciting. All right, so next plant will be my Norfolk pine. Yay! So that's that. So I'm going to seal up the hole with this. I'm gonna need a little bit more soil, but we'll put this in to start. And take this out. Look at that. Beautiful roots, beautiful strong roots. They're brown, but not mushy, so that's great. Them in here. Now, I'm curious to know if this is one plant or if this is 4 separate plants. But for now, I'll just leave them as they are. I'm curious to know though. Okay, so actually I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take it out, take the soil out and see if it's one plant or if it's 4 different plants. So I pulled some of the soil apart just to see if this is one plant or if this is 4 different plants potted into the one, and I'm thinking that it's one plant with different stems. So I don't know, maybe as it gets older or bigger, I might separate them out into maybe 2 plants. We'll see. But for now, I'll just leave it as it is. Alright. I'll mix this. So this mixture that it comes in, it's pretty gritty with a lot of bark, some sand, not too much perlite. Okay, so this cactus soil should be just fine. All right. I'll mix a little bit of the original back into it. Give that a nice mix. All right. fill this bad boy. As previously mentioned, the Norfolk pine is was one of my wish list plants that I was looking to acquire in my collection, and now I have it, and it's primarily because of these branches. Its branches are covered with short inward curving needles, and they feel so soft to the touch. It's such a cute plant, and I can't wait for this one to grow nice and big. Now they can get up to 3 to 8 feet tall when grown indoors, so just keep that in mind. You may at one point in time need to prune your plant to control its size, but one important fact is that you need to be careful not to cut off the central leader, which is the topmost point of the plant that is growing. If you cut that off, this will cause the tree to branch out from that point and prevent it from growing upwards. This is only necessary when your Norfolk plant has outgrown the space that it's in. Now, when you're growing these plants indoors, you use a potting mix that is porous, sandy, and slightly acidic because they prefer pH in the 4.5 to 5.5 range. Adding extra peat moss and sand to a standard potting mix will improve acidity and porosity. When it comes to watering, you need to keep the soil damp but not soggy. It needs to be watered regularly, even though it is somewhat drought tolerant. It's important to give the plant as much light as possible. It thrives in full sun or bright indirect light, so position it near a south-facing window or right by an east or west-facing window. You can also place it under a grow light to give it additional lighting. Norfolk Island pines can also handle relatively long periods in dimmer conditions, so you can keep your plant indoors during the winter and then move it to a sunny spot outside when the summer comes around. Norfolk Island pines prefer warmer, wetter climates, so placing it near a humidifier will keep it very happy. It's looking beautiful. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. The leaves are so soft. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that's that. So I have repotted my earthly plants. Hold on. So here are my birthday plants. My Norfolk pine. I love it. I love it. So soft. So soft. Look at these leaves. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then I have my 2 pots of Dieffenbachia with plenty of individual plants within it, going off of their mother plant. And I got this plant in one pot for $10, well, $11, but this is a great deal. Great deal. Beautiful Dieffenbachia. All right, so that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and also turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.